Hideki Tojo. Hideki Tojo, the Japanese prime minister during World War II, met a terrible end. After Japan's unconditional surrender in 1945, U.S. General Douglas MacArthur ordered the arrest of 40 individuals suspected of war crimes, including Tojo. 5 American soldiers were sent to arrest him, but when they surrounded his house on September 11th, Tojo shot himself in the chest with a pistol, but he missed his heart. As he bled, Tojo began to speak, and 2 Japanese reporters recorded his words. He said, "I am very sorry it is taking me so long to die. The Greater East Asia War was justified and righteous. I am very sorry for the nation, and all the races of the greater Asiatic powers. I wait for the righteous judgment of history. I wish to commit unalivement, but sometimes that fails." However, the American soldiers managed to resuscitate him and brought him to Sugamo prison in Tokyo. From there, he was put on trial and found guilty of multiple war crimes. He was sentenced to death and hanged on December 23, 1948, just a week before his 64th birthday. In his final statement, he apologized for the atrocities committed by the Japanese military and asked the American military to show compassion toward the Japanese people, who had suffered devastating air raids and 2 atomic bombings. Kim Jong-il. By the late 2000s, rumors about Kim Jong-il's health were flying around like crazy. Some reports even claimed he had died years earlier and was being replaced by body doubles. Some pointed to his absence from public events, like the 2008 Olympic torch relay in Pyongyang, to back that up. In September 2008, Kim missed a big military parade, and U.S. intelligence thought he might have suffered a stroke. North Korean media didn't say much, but behind the scenes, things looked serious. Japanese and South Korean sources suggested Kim had collapsed, was partially paralyzed, and needed help from foreign doctors. At one point, North Korea even told all its diplomats to stay close to their embassies, just in case there was an important message coming. Despite all the drama, North Korea released photos and videos showing Kim in good health, but analysts weren't convinced, and some reports said he'd had a second stroke. Still, he managed to hold on to power, kept appearing in public, and even took a few foreign trips in 2010 and 2011, including visits to China and Russia, sometimes with his youngest son Kim Jong-un at his side, which made people think he was prepping him as a successor. Then, on December 17, 2011, North Korean state media announced that Kim Jong-il had died of a suspected heart attack while traveling by train. The announcement came with some wild claims. A snowstorm supposedly paused, the sky glowed red over Mount Paektu, and ice on a sacred lake cracked so loudly it shook heaven and earth, according to North Korean media. Afterward, Kim Jong-il was posthumously declared North Korea's eternal leader.